Pharmacy in and of itself is not hard. It is not a hard job at all. It's pretty mundane, actually. You know what? We're gonna read what it says a pharmacy technician is and does, and I'm gonna let y'all know if I see lies, if I see some lies.
Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, hard work.
Hey everybody, it's Army Princess here, and welcome back to my channel. For those of y'all who are watching me for the very first time, I'm Army Princess, U.S. Army soldier. I've been in the military for over 10 years now, and I love to share my experiences with you all to help you all become the best soldiers and service members you can be. With that being said, go ahead, hit the subscribe button right now, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. I upload military related content every single Monday, and sometimes throughout the week I drop other types of content in there. So make sure your notification bell is on the all option so you can be the first one to drop a green heart emoji down in the comment section when I upload. I'm gonna get right into this video because y'all did so amazing, so awesome in my rerun June challenge. I appreciate everybody that participated in the challenge, but this month we moving into MOSs because I want to talk a lot about a bunch of different MOSs so that you all can be well informed, well engaged when you are doing your research on joining the military. And we are going to start with my MOS. So I realized that I have never, and the 3-4 years of me doing YouTube, I never really talked about my own MOS in detail. Now I have done lots of like come to work with me, and I think I did like a COVID morning, like what my military routine was like during COVID in the morning. Go ahead and check that one out. I'm gonna put it up here, but I have not like in detail talked about my particular MOS for somebody who's thinking about my MOS when they go to MEPS. And I've been getting a lot of questions lately on my MOS. So for those of you all who don't know, I am a 68 Quebec. A 68 Quebec is a pharmacy technician. You know what? We're gonna read what it says a pharmacy technician is and does, and I'm gonna let y'all know if I see lies, if I see some lies. Let's look. 68 Quebec pharmacy technician. Let's see what Go Army says. So Go Army says, the overview. The pharmacy specialist is primarily responsible for preparing and dispensing prescribed drugs and medicines while also maintaining pharmacy supplies and records. That's true. Job duties. Prepare, control, and issue pharmaceutical products, evaluate orders to verify dosage regimen, and quantity to be dispensed. Provide instructions to patients regarding medication consumption and side effects. Okay. Perform quality control checks on medications. We do that every single month. There's also training and helpful skills. It tells you what your required ASVAB score, which is a 95. So I would say this is pretty accurate. Now let's get into the real deal of the job. So pharmacy technician, how do I explain pharmacy technician? Pharmacy technician is broken down into two parts, y'all. We have outpatient and we have inpatient. Outpatient is in a clinic type setting. You have windows set up, patients come to the windows, you fill their prescriptions, you get everything ready, pharmacist checks it, and you dispense it out the window to the patient. That's outpatient. We also have inpatient, which is what I'm currently doing. The doctor who's in the hospital writes a prescription for a patient that's admitted to the hospital. You fill their bedside medications, you make their IVs for them because they may or may not have surgery, and you do everything for the patient that is staying in the hospital. Now, outpatient and inpatient is two separate beasts, but it's all literally under the same umbrella as far as the 68 Quebec. When you go to school, when you go to AIT, you learn everything in AIT. So AIT, for people who don't know, is in San Antonio, Texas. And our AIT, I want to say it's like a 4 or 5 month course. So basically you learn a whole associate's degree in less than 6 months. And you learn outpatient, you learn inpatient, you do actual clinicals at the hospital in San Antonio to get hands-on training, and then you get shipped off to your very first duty station. Now, a lot of people ask me what the hours are like and what the tempo is like in the pharmacy. Pharmacy hours are probably, no lies, when I tell you no lies, the longest hours of probably any medical MOS. Now, the reason why I say that is because people need their medicine and they need access to their medicine when they go to work, when they get out of work, and usually it's convenient for them on the weekends. Now, other services like pediatrics and maybe lab and other things like that can have like Monday through Friday 7 to 4 type hours. But for us, we are a customer service based MOS. We are here for the war fighters and their families. And so if that means we need to stay open till 8 o'clock at night, like my particular pharmacy, our hours are literally 7 o'clock in the morning to, I want to say 8:30 at night. Inpatient is 24 hours because people are admitted all through the night. So we have different shifts. Depending on where you're stationed, where you work, your hours could vary. So it's hard for me to give you all exact hours of what a pharmacy technician does. For the most part, most places are at least, I would say, 7 o'clock in the morning to about 6 o'clock at night. Now, daycare on base for the mothers and parents out there do offer hours, usually 6 in the morning, 6 at night. But when I tell you it's a tight squeeze, leaving work and getting there to the daycare in time to pick your child up is doable. You have to communicate with your leadership. It is doable. We have lots of parents and single moms in the pharmacy, but that is probably my one thing that I don't like about pharmacy, and that's in the military in general, is that it's hard to, you know, have hours that coordinate with daycare, especially for me. I'm in a 24-hour operation in inpatient. I'm married, so I have that backup. I have that other person that if I have to work late or if I have to do the night shift, that person is there to help me. But if you are a single parent, if you are a single mom or a single dad, you definitely need a family care plan and you definitely need help. Pharmacy in and of itself is not hard. It is not a hard job at all. It's pretty mundane actually, and a lot of people like it because it's so easy. Literally, you take in the prescription from the patient or from the provider, you type it up, you go to the machine, it does a lot of the dirty work for you, counting it, filling it, putting it in the bottle, putting the label on it, slapping the top on it. You take it to the pharmacist, they check it, and you hand it out the window. The hardest part in pharmacy is dealing with the patients. Like I said, it's a customer service job. We are here for the war fighters. We are here for the family members. If they don't come to pharmacy, we don't have a job. But the thing is, you get a lot of people who are very rude, are very entitled. You get the veterans that are kind of mean, and they take it out on you. You got to think, people are sick. People don't feel good usually when they come to the hospital and when they come to the doctor. They see lab, they see their doctor's office, they get x-rays, and their very last stop is pharmacy. I really like inpatient. So inpatient is kind of new for me. I've been doing inpatient pharmacy since the beginning of 2020. It was very new for me, but I love inpatient. Now, a lot of people ask me, have I ever been deployed as a pharmacy technician? And that answer is no. A lot of times, if a pharmacy technician deploys, it's because they're attached to another unit. The pharmacy itself will not pick up and deploy like a lot of these other units usually do. If you deploy, like I said, usually as a pharmacy technician, it's because you are attached to a deployable unit. Now, we have slots in the pharmacy. At all the pharmacies I've been to, we have kind of like deployment slots. A lot of people are automatically slotted in those slots. You may have 2 or 3 slots per pharmacy. So it's not like everybody's leaving, and you only leave if that unit you're attached to is deployed. It's not always the case, but a lot of times in my situation, that's been the case, and I've been lucky enough to not ever been put in a slot that's attached to a deploying unit. Now, I have had lots of battle buddies. I have had lots of leadership. I have had lots of soldiers around me that have been attached to units, that have been put in those positions where they had to deploy. But in my experiences, it's not all the time. Now, we do get a lot of other type of jobs that are not necessarily deployments, but they are taskings and TDYs that you may have to leave. For example, natural disasters. At my last unit, my last leadership, she was a dual military mom, had 3 kids, and she was deployed to Puerto Rico when Puerto Rico got hit by the hurricane. I've had people that were deployed to Hurricane Sandy, people deployed down in Miami when Miami had that hurricane. So there are opportunities, there are ways that you can deploy. One of my soldiers that was under me, it was her very first duty session and that was her leadership. She went to Egypt for a year. She ran her own pharmacy in Egypt for a year. So there are opportunities, there may be opportunities for you to leave and deploy. You just kind of have to get into those slots. All in all, I would rate pharmacy, on how hard it is, it's not hard at all. But just overall with the customer service and the hours and everything you have to go through, I would have rated probably a 5 out of 10 as far as a medical MOS that I would pick. I've been doing it forever, y'all. I know pharmacy in and out, but it's just not my favorite MOS. If I had to do it again, I would pick a physical therapy technician or a x-ray technician. I could talk about pharmacy for the next 2 hours, but I want y'all to go watch the rest of my video. So y'all let me know in the comment section below, which MOS are you thinking about doing? Would it be pharmacy? Does that sound like something that interests you? Or what other MOSs interest you? Y'all let me know in the comment section below. On that note, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Hard work, hard work. Hard work, hard work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait. Can you pause it again? I have to push it.
Can I finish this? Or you?
Go ahead, finish.
Well, I can't do it with you down here. You gotta leave. Can you give me like 10 minutes?
Pick me on my own baby. You know what? My bad. I'll be upstairs.
Thank you.
When I'm welcome.